Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Bienvenidos. Today I'm doing a first impression on the new Colourpop No Filter products. I'm using the foundation, I'm using the new pressed powder, and I'm also testing out the translucent powder. I'm also about to head out to Disneyland, and I'm going to wear all of these products throughout the entire day. We're going to be there probably, I don't know, like 12 hours or so. So I'm going to be doing check-ins throughout the day. I'll probably do 2 or 3 so we can see how my makeup is holding up. And today it is going to be pretty warm out, but they say that this foundation lasts from day to night. So we're going to put that to the test. So if you would like to hear my thoughts on the new Colourpop No Filter products, then just keep on watching. Per usual, let's go ahead and start off by reading some of the claims about each product. So we're first going to talk about the No Filter foundation. And on the Colourpop website, it says that it's a full coverage, natural matte foundation that delivers flawless looking skin from day to night. It's oil-free, lightweight, and it blends smoothly and easily customizable to create the coverage that you want. So you can build it up or you can keep it to more of that sheer coverage. And these have soft blurring pigments to deliver true color while looking and feeling natural. This does come with a pump, and all the products that I'm talking about today and that I'm trying are cruelty-free and vegan, it says on there. Here is what the foundation looks like. You get, how many ounces? 0.85 fluid ounces, and I got mine in the shade medium dark 115. Let's go ahead and talk about the No Filter setting powder on the Colourpop website. By the way, the foundation retails for $12. The loose setting powder retails for $9. Lock in makeup with our translucent weightless loose setting powder developed with ultra fine smooth powders to provide a long wearing soft focused matte finish without feeling heavy or looking cakey. And it was photo tested to never flash back, giving you selfie ready skin in any light. So that's the loose setting powder. And then we have the No Filter sheer pressed powder, and this one also retails for $9. And it says weightless natural matte sheer pressed powder reduces shine and blurs imperfections in a convenient on-the-go compact. Ultra-fine powder blends seamlessly onto bare skin over foundation or as a touch-up without creasing or caking. Overall, these products are supposed to give you flawless, matte, oil-free skin, a really blurred out, soft focus effect. That's pretty much what it says for all 3 products. So now to try these on, I'm of course going to start off with the foundation, doing half of my face with a sponge and the other half of my face with a brush. I want to first work on this side of my face where I have the most acne, and I'll use a brush on this side. So I'm going to do a pump and a half. Now this foundation does feel pretty liquidy, like when I first pumped it out, and even when I put it on the back of my hand, it is pretty runny. You can see that's quickly running down my hand. So let's go ahead and start with this side. It's a little bit light, but so far coverage is there. I think I put a little bit too much. You can probably just do 1 pump and be fine. I'm still blending, obviously, but so far it's not really matte, but let's see how it dries down. The coverage is everything. I am kind of surprised though at the shade. For this being a medium dark 115 shade, it is kind of light. I'm self-tan right now and it's still a little bit light for me. This would be my shade when I'm not self-tan. And usually I'm never, ever, ever a medium dark in any foundation. I'm always more in the medium. Now let's do a pump and a half as well for the Beauty Blender side. Since usually a sponge does shear out, I'm just gonna keep the same amount. Hopefully it gives me some coverage here. All right, I'm done applying both sides. And you can see that this side has not dried down to that soft matte finish. It's actually pretty dewy. I look very dewy around my nose and around here. I like that I'm dewy here. I don't mind that, but around my nose and around, you know, my chin, my forehead, I like to be a lot more matte in that area. especially because I'm going to spend all day at a theme park. Let's apply some concealer. I'm just going to use my Colourpop No Filter concealer. By the way, I have this in the shade medium 28. They redid all of their shades, so this is my current shade. Okay, let's work with the translucent setting powder. I'm excited for this, especially because it's only $9. And this does have a little tint to it. You can see it's not completely white. It has more of a yellow. I wouldn't say it's a banana powder, but it is a little bit more tinted. It's not a stark white powder at all. And usually powders like this don't have flashback, and we're gonna be able to see. Ooh, applying it though, it does look really white. Really, really white. And that did mattify all of this area. Just gonna dust off any excess powder. Look at that. All this was really dewy before, and now it's nice and matte. But I feel like that made my foundation look a little bit lighter. I don't know if it's just me. I mean, the foundation's already light as it is though, but that's how my face looks with the translucent powder. Now let's set all of these other areas with their pressed powder. This is in the shade medium. Here's how it looks before applying my bronzer, highlight, blush, brows, lip color. I am gonna apply the rest of the products on my face, and then I'll come back so you guys can see how my face looks. Here's how everything looks. We did a nice natural glam for the theme park for Disneyland. The foundation, let's just forget the fact that it's a little bit light. I think with the bronzer and everything, it comes together. And if you cream contour as well, I do wish, for my personal preference, I wish it was a shade darker. The coverage was nice. I feel like I wouldn't want to build it up or try to build it up because when I was applying it with a brush, it was a little bit streaky. Also because it didn't dry down to that matte finish, I think that would also make it a little bit harder to build up. But once I applied the translucent powder and once I applied the pressed powder, it gave me a really airbrushed matte finish. This is not a foundation that is enhancing my pores. As a matter of fact, my pores look really nice and smooth. I really like the way that all the products kind of came together. I honestly don't think I would use the foundation without a powder. I usually never do anyway, but there are days where I'm just, you know, in a rush and I just throw on some foundation and I don't apply much powder. This would not be one of those foundations. I would have to do the whole setting under the eye, T-zone, everything, because if not, I would look like a grease ball. I'm hoping that the translucent powder that they came out with and this pressed powder will keep my makeup locked and in place, especially because it's the first time I've ever tried all of these products. I'm just hoping my makeup doesn't melt off throughout the day. But yeah, anyway, that's how everything looks. I think so far it looks really, really good. I'm gonna take a flash photo right now so we can see if the translucent powder and if this powder have any flashback. And then I'll take you guys with me throughout the day and I'll do some check-ins so we can see how my face and how my makeup is holding up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Everything looks really good. I'm getting a little tiny bit oily. I forgot to bring the powder to touch up with, but either way I don't really touch up. All right, you guys, it's, what time is it?
4:22.
It's 4:22 in the afternoon, and I wanted to share what my face is looking like right now. I have a little bit wearing off around my nose because I'm wearing my sunglasses, but other than that, I'm trying to get some good lighting here. There you go. Really nice. It is pretty matte and it doesn't feel sticky at all, but here you get a pretty good idea of how it's been holding up. And keep in mind it's like 83 degrees out here. We've been walking around in the sun this entire time. We came back to the car because Chris is gonna change really quick. But it's 5:36. The last time I checked in, it was like what?
4:30.
4:30. So it's only an hour ago. But I really want to touch up my face. I blotted with some Kleenex on this side, and it looks a lot better. But I wanted to show you guys how it looks so you guys can see the difference and how it looks if you do blot. I was gonna try to leave it for the rest of the night, but honestly, I just look too greasy. I've been wearing the products already for 8-9 hours. It's 11 o'clock p.m. We're going on our last ride, but I wanted to show you guys how my makeup looks right now. I think it looks pretty good. I might do another check-in when I get home though, but this is how it looks at the end of the day. I am a little bit oily around here. It is 1:23 in the morning. My goodness. First of all, I'm tired, but here's how the foundation looks after all day, and I think it looks pretty dang good. I am oily. I have very oily skin, but for me having very oily skin, I don't think this is really that bad. Like here, it just looks like I have highlight. It's just mainly around here that I'm starting to get oily, and the foundation is wearing off just a tiny bit here. It can be the foundation or the concealer. And then oily here. But you can see everywhere, all over my face, I still have product and I still have coverage and everything. But especially in this lighting, sorry, I keep looking up. Especially in this lighting, you can see that the foundation is a tiny bit lighter than like my chest area. So once again, I do wish I would have gotten it in a darker color, but besides that, I think the foundation held up and looks really, really good. If I were to blot a little bit, maybe touch up with the powder, I'd probably be good to go for a few more hours. Not that I would want to, not that I'm going to. This is probably the longest that I've ever wore a foundation, like ever, but at least I know if I ever had to wear a long wearing foundation, then this would probably be a go-to. All in all, I think the claims that they make for all of the products, the foundation and both of the powders, they're pretty accurate. They have that soft blurring effect. They are matte. The only one that isn't is the foundation, even though they claim that it is. I don't think that the foundation is a matte finish at all. I think it's more of a natural to dewy finish, but the powders are matte, and it makes the foundation matte after putting it on top, of course, because it's a powder. But yeah, the claims are pretty spot on for the most part, and they did last, you know, all day long, so that's really, really good. I mean, I was out all day, and this really doesn't look that bad at all. And those right there are my thoughts on the new Colourpop No Filter foundation, pressed powder, and translucent powder. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you enjoyed it. I did a little bit different with the check-ins at Disneyland, but like I said, I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions about any of the products, leave them down below in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all, los quiero mucho, and I will see you all in my next video.